Hello and welcome everyone to this space for a deep discussion and exploration through these profound moments of great change. My name is Sai Wind, and I work with primordial sound and light as conscious and precise structural technologies for building, weaving, creating new structures architecturally, and also within our cellular and biology structures, our energetic architecture, and expanding and instating our luminous templates of original design. Primordial sound specifically is profoundly beneficial and essential because primordial is the foundation. It's the base and the core of our original creation point, our pure state, our eternal and pure source, essence. Primordial being the first cell before cellular so-called division, which is actually creation in motion, from the one becoming two, that original seed sound, original primordial seed beyond timelines, beyond time and incarnation, traumas, experiences, and emotions, the all and the nothing. And we all have an original source seed sound, our unique soul frequency tone, our eternal pure essence of expression of source, our unique pure tone frequency, and it is eternal, timeless, nameless, formless, changeless, and unique to each one of us. We are here today to immerse into awakening your pure tone source frequency through sound and through light. And first of all, before and as we dive into that, let's briefly discuss sound and light as a conscious technology for building and creating new structures. And of course, light is structural and architectural. And in a time of great change and rebuilding, sound and light, utilized with conscious precision, direction, and function is integral. And what I'm about to share is not new. Building with sound and light is not new. And yet I'm going to share with you the specific and very precise way I work with primordial sound and light, and how that assists the process of returning home to your pure, luminous state, to awakening your eternal essence and your pure tone source frequency. Light is a structure. Sound is a carrier wave. And when written and intended, directed with precision and function, light and the frequencies it is tuned and toned with, imbued with, when spun and sung through sound and through the sine waves, through the carrier waves, as the light and the thought is written and spoken in the unified field, as it is written, spoken, and intended, it is. Thought is creation into motion. Thought forms. Thought shapes. And thought with precise direction and instruction shapes our reality into being with precision. And so, when precisely directed, tuned, and toned, Sound and light weave, anchor, and implement structural architecture, expanding our original divine design, our original luminous blueprint, our geometric template and architecture as we return to our original primordial pure tone cell. This structural change of the first cell changes the architecture and the structure from within biology and expands outwardly into all of the body systems: nervous system, fascia, neurons, tissues, brain, plasma, blood, and beyond our water morphogenetic field, and all of the fields of memory structurally changed. That alters the patterns, because what is structure is geometry. And as distorted pattern dissolves, it is rewritten. All is rewritten through sound and through light into pure state, allowing the luminous original pure state to express and emanate through all of the systems, organs, tissues, energy, fields of information. And then, naturally and organically, the soul returns to pure state through sound and through light, through structural change. This is accomplished through primordial sound and tone and conscious, precise direction through creating precise fields of information, which is energy. Precisely tuned frequencies are fields of conscious, intelligent information and energy. And when energy and information have precise direction to do certain things and are paired with and as primordial origination pure tones, the all and the nothing of creation, along with in the unified field, the so-called before, which is beyond time and beyond space, beyond incarnations and beyond experiences, stories, time, and timelines. We are creating through light and through sound from and within the unity consciousness field of the all and nothing of creation, in and as pure source energy. And that is neutralizing into 0 point any and all experiences, traumas, and stories as it returns the body, the systems, the fields, the structures, cellularly, systems, fascia, memory fields, to pure state, the eternal essence, into your pure luminous source frequency tone, which is unique to you as your expression. And so, the strings and fields of information and energy are tuned and toned, sung and spun through the layers and the layers of the fields of the infinite, the geometry and the somatics as we speak, or any thought form has geometry, right? Somatics. And so the shape of the geometry is based off what the frequency, the tonality, its color, the harmony, the saturation, and what the geometry somatics is structurally. And so sound, tone, and thought, light, is creating structural reality. And so utilizing light with conscious precision and direction through the fields of information, which is energy, and frequency, is continuously and simultaneously, for example, clearing, dissolving, reconfiguring, opening, expanding, activating, and so much more. All of the facets and filaments and layers through the harmonies and the light of pure tone source primordial frequencies with precise direction to create, dissolve, configure, and structure whatever And however, the strings and lines of intricate, detailed information are designed and instructed to do, and how they're tuned and toned. And why is this important now? All structures are changing. All structures are changing in this monumentous evolution and expansion, this transition and transformation, right? All is reconfiguring into right order through the cycles of creation, now implementing into what is originally spoken and intended first creation. And because the energy has accelerated into pure tone, we are supported now to return to our physical and energetic original divine architectures, to our luminous geometrical blueprint and divine design within our template, to return to our original pure tone frequency, which is one and the same, our structures, our cells, and every cell, micro to the macro, is changing structurally, upgrading and returning to pure state to hold pure source light. This means that once the structure and as the structures change, so too the purity and the frequency of the innate state of light you are holding and emitting, expressing, no matter what you are doing. You are emanating your pure source frequency in its highest expression. What does that mean? That means a lot. There's no more doing all this extra work, processes, and things, right? Once you change, and as you change the structure, you change everything. You're emitting pure tone source light, and everywhere you are, every breath you take, and every thought, everything, pure, luminous light. And so the question becomes, what do you want to create, right? And one of the most essential and simple understandings in this work is realizing that sound is beyond auditory and sensory. Sound is formative, functional, structural, vibratory, and the carrier waves of sign and sound bring and bridge directed and tuned frequencies of light into being, into the physicality. Sound and light is architecture in motion, in integration, and in anchoring. Because before there is visible structure, there is vibration and coherence. And light and coherence orchestrates. Before and beyond matter coheres into form through precisely tuned frequencies, organizing fields of information, which is energy, into pattern, which is geometry, shape, structure. And this is why tone and tonality and resonance and precise aligned frequency matters. Tone and light as encoded intelligence. Tone as living geometry moving through the field of unity consciousness creates architecture. And so, when primordial pure tone source frequencies are woven, spoken, sung, and spun with precise direction into and through and as the unity field, with precision and coherent intention, the body and the cellular structure remembers something ancient, eternal, and original of source true expression beyond memory, beyond form, carnation, time, and timelines. It remembers its natural harmonic state before misperceptions, distortion, before anything accumulated or experienced. And this is total reattunement and resonance restoration to the original divine design, the pure luminous blueprint, emanating your original soul source pure frequency as structural remembrance, true and pure resonance. And the reason primordial frequencies are so powerful is because primordial sound is beyond identity and beyond personality, beyond trauma, emotional imprinting, and beyond any patterning or inherited patterning, beyond storylines. And this is where the primordial Vesica Pisces become profoundly important, because the Vesica is not merely geometry. It's a living cosmology, primordial seed, sound, the first movement of creation into relational expression, becoming form, the one becoming two, unity becoming mirrored awareness, and source witnessing itself through harmonic reflection, the seed through which frequency becomes reality, the primordial seed. And from that original intersection, collaboration, creation, emerges creation itself, geometry, light, sound, pattern, biology, formation, form, and consciousness embodied into physical structure. Every being carries this, the original harmonic signature of creation, expressing uniquely through every soul essence, through every heart beat. And every single being has a unique eternal tone, an original luminous resonance, a unique frequency within the infinite harmonic field of source consciousness. And this is where sound and light, as precise technologies of consciousness, are key. Coherent sound and coherent light interact intentionally with specifically, and also they begin reorganizing structurally information, energy within the fields. And every frequency, every direction of light as technology creates geometry. And every geometry creates structure. Every structure emits information and energy. So as we change the frequency, we alter the geometry. As we alter and instruct the geometry, we are altering, creating structure, structurally. Reality is reorganizing itself as we realter the structure. And this occurs within the body continuously, right? We change the cell structure, we change, it reorganizes, coherence in states, light orchestrates. And your thoughts create geometry, your emotions create geometry, your words create geometry, form, thought, forms, and your environments, relationships. Everything is shaping the field, shaping thoughts, shaping your world. And this is why conscious intention and direction, precision matters so deeply, because word, when tuned and toned through sound and through light, is instruction. And the word and the code is encoded geometry carried upon breath and sound, which means every spoken tone rides upon the breath as a carrier wave into the body and into the field, into the cosmos, and into the unified field. which means that your voice and your harmonic resonant vessel chamber is an instrument of creation. And so, when and as the structure changes, reality changes. And this is especially important during this current evolutionary transition humanity and the cosmos is moving through collectively. Many people can feel systems are dissolving, collapsing, accelerating. The body is changing. And this is occurring because immense amounts of light and information and pure tone are moving through the collective field. And now, and when, and as we consciously work with sound and light, the body can transition and return more and instantaneously, organically, through these evolutionary shifts, embodying the original divine blueprint, pure state. The nervous system becomes adaptable, sensing, filtering, processing information differently. Fields of awareness, fields of communication become complete and coherent in resonance. The body, through the cellular structure, becomes luminous. And simply by existing, breathing and beating, your field emanates coherence. So, here, within this brief discussion, I share background information on how primordial, pure tone light, sung and spun through sine waves with conscious, directed instruction, function as fields of information and encoded energy. Pure tone information, when and as given clear and precise instruction, specific in function and direction, is then spun and sung through the infinity of the unified field. And there and as and within, it affects and expands all. May you have enjoyed experiencing this immersive discussion. There's so much more we are yet to discover, and the more we recall, remember, and instead return to our pure, luminous essence and create consciously and precisely through sound and through light, we shape specifically our new world as it forms with new structures. Thank you so much. I look forward to connecting soon.